Hi guys, I am at Saint Panteleimon church. It's a monastery. And we have something beautiful here going on. So there was something as a repetition, probably, or some kind of filming, but definitely it's something related with Macedonian folklore. Coming back to this monastery is we have here Saint Panteleimon church. It's from 12th century. It's erected actually in 1264. 1164 in 12th century. Actually, it's the first church that I decided to film it in Macedonia, the first functioning church. Is dedicated to the Saint Panteleimon, which is actually the patron saint of physicians. and it was constructed as a foundation of Alexios Angelos, a son of Constantine Angelos. Let's see if we can enter inside. The reason that I chose to film this church is about this fresco over here. Our famous example of Byzantine art. Most of them, they are depicting scenes from the Passion of Christ. They are, most of them, pretty similar with composition that appear in Latomo Monastery in Thessaloniki. Actually, probably the only thing that was probably survive after the earthquake from the 16th century is the original marble iconostasis. But as you can see, the lost decorative plastic art. So it's only the marble that survived. So I think this is the fresco that we should talk about more. It's related also with the great painter Giotto, because we are talking about the Lamentation of Christ, and it's described as being a fusion of life and death in a single image, as Mary lovingly mourns Jesus, cradling him in between her legs. Graham Dixon reminds that these frescoes from the 1160s precedes Giotto's similar frescoes from the Arena Chapel in Padua. Those frescoes were painted sometimes around 1305, so more than 150 years later. He says something like, the Byzantine East played a much more formative role in the development of Renaissance art than Vasari was prepared to concede. Yeah, it's quite beautiful, this fresco, indeed. But it's actually like all of those inside, all of this inside this church. This Panteleimon church has a domed cruciform core. It has 3 apses and a rectangular narthex. It is built of irregular stone blocks and bricks embedded in thick layer of mortar. And the surrounding monastery complex is enclosed by walls. There were some restoration attempts in 1885, and a large part of the fresco in the naos were painted over rather ineptly. During the cleaning in 1923, some of the original 12th century frescoes were restored, and this is probably what they managed to restore it. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
No photo.
No photo?
Camera.
Okay.
Entrance, please.
C'è un sé che dai un po' più foto.
We're having also a view over the city of Skopje from here. The small part of Skopje. See you in Skopje.